Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Please comment, rate, subscribe, folks. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watch, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen, folks, there's a link to you down below. Has links to all of my social media platforms. Please go down there. Follow me across all my social media platforms and talk to me because I'll talk back. Also down there as well as links to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all my YouTube pages, and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. Now, with that said and done and put to the side, I've come to talk to you folks today about the New York Jets interviewing Rex Ryan. Oh, yes, on Tuesday, Rexy is going to sit down, okay, with the New York Jets reps and, do his interview and see if he could get in here once again and be the head coach of the New York Jets. And we're going to talk about that. They've also interviewed some other candidates as well, and I want to discuss that too. Comment down below, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and give the video a thumbs up. Let me know what y'all think. Again, comment down below. I want to hear from y'all, okay? Now, first off, we're going to start off with some of the guys they've already interviewed as well. They've interviewed a few guys, okay? Ron Rivera being one of them. Recently, the New York Jets interviewed him as a potential candidate to fill the New York Jets head coaching position. Now, Ron Rivera, not the highest guy on my list, but I respect it. He's done a lot of solid things in this league. He's a very aggressive, head coach as well. Of course, that's where he get the name Riverboat Ron from. Okay, he'll go for it on fourth down if he feel it, baby. Trust me. And he gonna take care of business. He's a guy that likes to, roll those dice and take that chance, okay? Now, Ron was with the Panthers 2011 to 2019. 4 playoff runs there. Had a Super Bowl appearance as well in 2015. I think the Panthers were 15-1 that year under him. 15-1, all right? Now, he did lose to the Broncos in the Super Bowl, but he got there, okay? How many people don't ever get there, all right? He's the only coach as well to take 2 teams to the playoffs with losing records, all right? Keep in mind, the Panthers, I think they were 7-8-1 in 2014. Went to the playoffs, with Ron there. And he was also in Washington as well, for those of you that do not remember. After his time with the Panthers, he moved on, went to that team up there in Washington. And they went 7-9 in 2020 and went to the playoffs, okay? So there you have it. Now, he was fired recently from that team, Washington, up there. In 2023. But here's a guy, has done some really good things in this league, put some really good teams together, and had some real success. Again, not the highest name on my, coaching list, but he's a guy, that's a decent option here with the New York Jets. So we also, interviewed Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel, came on in and spoke to the New York Jets about their head coaching position. That's a big name, okay? Mike Vrabel is one of the hottest names right now, in this whole coaching search. Now, keep in mind, he just came off of a consulting job with the Browns. Just recently, that ended. His contract with them ended, and then immediately, boom, he started going through, and the Jets were able to pull him in for an interview. That's a big deal, man. That's a big deal because, as we know, the New York Jets... There's a lot of things moving and shaking around here, and a lot of reasons why, people want to stay away from here. Mainly the Johnsons, okay? Now, Mike Vrabel from 2018 to 2023, he was the Tennessee Titans head coach. He was the coach of the year in 2021, had 3 playoff appearances, AFC Championship game appearance as well. Put together some really good teams up there, and handled his business, man. Really amazing coach. A defensive guy as well can come in here and handle the defense. That Titans defense was always tough. And they played to the wall for him. Played to the wall, man. And they were always just a team that had no issues roughing you up, okay? They were physical and fast, all right? My big question, would be the staff. Because there's some guys here currently with the New York Jets that have worked with Vrabel in the past. One of them being Keith Carter. I don't think I want to see Keith Carter, be back. A lot of people don't like Keith Carter and what he's done with this Jets offensive line. Todd Downing being another guy as well, who is the New York Jets offensive play caller to this point. Hackett is still the OC, but Downing is the play caller. Whatever. Will he keep both of those guys? if he were to become the New York Jets head coach. That's a big question, okay? Now, things that I like about Vrabel, great head coach, has seen a lot of success in the league, and I really like the way that he runs teams. Okay, of course, I know a lot of Jets fans. Oh, defensive guy, we need to listen. I have no issues with Vrabel coming in here and getting this defense together where it needs to be, right? But I also like a lot of his offensive philosophies. That running game there with the Titans, of course they had King Henry, but baby, like it was crazy. They had a dual back system at one point. It wasn't just King Henry. They had another back, and they were just running roughshod all over the place. I mean, they were physical. They was running through people. It was crazy. I would love to see the New York Jets get their running game together and mimic a lot of things that they saw. He was also able to have success. Ryan Tannehill, right? A guy that a lot of people just kind of cast it off and was like, oh, well, he sucks. He's a bust, whatever. He went up there to Tennessee, and Vrabel, and surrounded him with the offensive staff, and they completely rejuvenated his career and turned him into a guy that was like, hey, this could be a franchise guy that can push us forward for years to come. And that's exactly what he did for them for a bit. So I really like what he was able to do. Now, there are a lot of people that immediately were coming out and saying, oh, Vrabel's just using the Jets. He's going to end up going somewhere else, to the Patriots and all this stuff. We know he has a history with the Patriots as well as a player there. Oh, yeah, he's going to go over there. He's just using the Jets. And I don't think that is true, because he doesn't have to use the New York Jets. He really doesn't. He's literally one of the hottest names out. If he didn't want to come here, he wouldn't interview with the Jets. If he really just wanted to find some way to be a Patriot, then he would just do that, right? So I don't think that's true. But I'll tell you what, there are some things that he's put out there where I kind of feel like the New York Jets almost have an inside track with him, right? Now, again, this is from New York Jets beat writer Rosenblatt, really solid beat writer. And he asked Vrabel basically, hey, what are you looking for in the team, that you're looking to coach? What are some of the things that you look for? And he said this: clear and open communication. That could be had here with the New York Jets as long as the Johnsons are kind of kept away. That can be had. He wants, collaboration with general manager and head coach, of course, right? He wants that collaboration. Make sure that he can work with his GM. GM can work with him, that they can get things rolling together and build going towards the future. Okay. And he also said this as well. He wants to go to a team with a quarterback. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Okay. The New York Jets currently have a quarterback in Aaron Rodgers, who's a guy that a lot of people are like, if he was put in the right situation, there's been a lot of things going on this year. But there's a lot of talk about him coming back, okay, next season. And if he's put in the right situation, the Jets could really have a lot of success. So you could see Vrabel, come in here, get this defense rolling. They bring back Aaron Rodgers, who is currently the New York Jets starting quarterback, right? And we've seen some things. There's been a lot of up and down, but we've seen some things. But that would fit the bill. And they could draft the guy behind Aaron Rodgers, coach him up while Aaron's going out there and playing. So the Jets could, they could have an inside track with Vrabel. We will see. Okay, we will see. Now, finally, okay, Rexy. Rex. He's back, okay? Listen, the New York Jets are set to interview Rex Ryan on Tuesday. I like Rex Ryan a lot, okay? Now, again, Vrabel is definitely one of my top guys, but I like Rex Ryan a lot as well, okay? Listen, Rex is one of the greatest head coaches that the New York Jets have ever had in franchise history. That's a fact, okay? Those AFC championship games, back-to-back years we went to AFC championships under him. I think he was the last time, Rex was the last time the Jets were actually in the playoffs, was under him. Dude, he's just phenomenal. Aggressive defensive guy. His personality, the type of head coach he is, he's a player's coach. Players run through the walls for him. And I think that that's what's going to be huge if Rex Ryan ends up being the guy, is because the New York Jets need a guy that's going to come in and install just a different culture, a different mindset, a different bravado, a different swagger. I feel like the New York Jets, this football team is mentally weak. Like, I'm telling you, and I was stunned to see what we saw this year, but I'm telling you, this team is mentally weak. Often what you will see is that something will happen in the course of a game, And it seems like this Jets team, even though it's filled with a lot of talent, they don't understand how to fight back. They get punched and then they just ball up into a corner and that's it. One thing goes bad and then a whole bunch of other stuff goes bad because people just kind of fall apart here. I think Rex will be able to bring that glue and have everything stick together well under him. He's a guy that just does that. He understands how to unite teams, how to unite players and get them to play as one on one accord, right? Um, Again, his defense, if you hire Rex Ryan, you're not going to have to worry about the defense whatsoever. That 3-4, 4-3 hybrid stuff that he's going to bring here, if he ends up being a New York Jets head coach, I don't think we're going to have to get rid of a lot of guys either. He's going to find a way to utilize guys within his system. He's done it in the past. We saw Aaron Maben, a guy that people literally casted off and said, oh, he's trash. He's a draft bust. He's never going to be good. And Rex Ryan brought him in and had him producing as a pass rusher, getting sacks under Rex Ryan. It was crazy. It was crazy. People were like, this is Aaron Maben? Yes. And he performed under Rex. I remember Rex had a defense, one of his last years here, that was filled. His secondary was not that good at all. And it was one of the top defenses in the league. He coached those guys to the moon and back. And they loved him. And they went out there and played to the wall under him. And he still had a solid defense, even though the names were not very good at all. So you know that you're going to get a defense out of Rex. Now, the biggest question with Rex Ryan is the offensive side of the ball, okay? And that's the thing, even though I love Rex, and I honestly wouldn't mind at all having him come back and be the New York Jets head coach again. Keep in mind, he's let everybody and their mama know that he wants this job to the hills and back, okay? He said it on ESPN. He's telling everybody on the radio. He's telling everybody, mama, grandmama, and grandmama's grandmama, that he wants this job. But the big question is offense. Who is going to be your offensive coordinator? Okay, that's my thing with Rex. Who's gonna take care of the offensive side of the ball? Now, there's been a lot of talk, and I'll tell you what: if the Dolphins end up firing their head coach and he's willing to come in and be Rex's offensive coordinator, baby, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. And I know we got a game coming up with the Fish. I don't even want to, but that guy, his offensive play calling is crazy. So if Rex could land, somebody that really is going to come in and really fix this offense, that would be huge. That would be huge, and that would go a long way to bode well for Rex to become the New York Jets head coach once again. That's my only question, because Rex is honestly the only guy you could sell on, hey, just come in, fix the defense, and we'll just let Todd Downing and Aaron Rodgers figure out the offense. He's the only guy that you could even sell on something like that. But I want to see who he'd bring in to take care of that side of the ball. Somebody that'll be able to come in and either, if we're moving on from Aaron Rodgers, okay, let's get a young kid in here. We're going to work with him. We're going to get him together. We're going to get this offense rolling. Or if they stick with Aaron Rodgers, hey, I'm going to come in. We're going to install this offense. We're going to challenge Aaron Rodgers. We're going to push this offense. We're going to get things rolling and get it back to where it needs to be. Because, Rex, let me tell you something. If this defense of the New York Jets gets back to where it should be, where it should have been this year, there's a lot of issues with the defense this year. It was not good. But let me tell you something. If you come in and get a Rex Ryan style defense, man, I don't know how the New York Jets wouldn't make the playoffs next year. So we'll see what happens going forward. Man, got guys coming in. Rex Ryan again coming in Tuesday. It's going to be exciting to see what happens with the New York Jets. Of course, they're interviewing general managers as well. Riddick just came in recently. They've interviewed a couple other guys as well. But it's exciting times, man, because the New York Jets need somebody to come in and really change things up. Listen, comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. How do you folks feel about some of the candidates the Jets have recently interviewed for the head coaching position? What are your thoughts about Ron Rivera? How do you feel about Mike Vrabel? What are your thoughts about Rex coming in on Tuesday? Do you want to see, either of those guys become the New York Jets head coach? If you do, put it down below. Listen, comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. You folks have a good one. Peace.